that. All right, we're here with Indiana State football coach Mike Sanford. Mike, I think this is an interesting game because on the one hand, you look at South Dakota State and there's some things you look at statistically that might seem favorable to you guys. There's some other things that maybe not. And then you factor in the fact that Austin Sumner is back, and then you kind of have to throw a lot of it away anyway. How do you kind of assess this matchup on both sides of the ball? And what are some of the things that are to your advantage and maybe some of the things that are to South Dakota State's advantage?
Well, I think the first thing is you've got to throw out a lot of their statistics during the time when Austin Sumner was hurt. I think they had their turnover situation. They threw several interceptions during that time. Austin Sumner is a much more efficient, effective quarterback than the guy that was playing for them during that time. So we have a ton of respect for South Dakota State. I think their coach, Stegelmeyer, is an outstanding coach. I think they have an excellent quarterback in Austin Sumner, and they have the best running back in FCS football playing for them. So we've got to we have a ton of respect for them. We've got to play our best game, and obviously it's senior day, and it's also we're playing it in our home, and that's very important to us to get a win in our home. But we have a ton of respect for them, and this is going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, you mentioned Zach Zenner, and he's one of the best running backs in Valley history. I mean, the yardage-wise and the influence he has on the game. He's very rarely breaks a big one. He's more, 3 or 4 yards in a cloud of dust, and they do a good job controlling the clock. Talk about the defense has to do, obviously the job they need to do is to try to keep them off the field, but that's easier said than done when Zenner is churning out yards the way he does.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge thing. I think that's an advantage that they have, is that they possess the football a long time, and we've got to find a way to tackle him and get them off the field on third down. That's going to be a huge thing in the game. And then, we've got to take advantage of our drives on offense. We can't, we're not going to get as many opportunities, so we got to take advantage of them because they're a team that holds the ball.
Well, talk about them defensively. I know they have an unusual, defensive front. What are they doing defensively, and what challenges does it present for your offense on Saturday?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that they're very sound. They're a very sound football team. They're very well coached. They play their responsibilities very well. And we're going to have to take advantage of what they give us, if that makes sense. I think that's the key thing. They're not a real weird or different type of defense. They're just very sound and very solid, and we've got to be able to block them. We've got to run. We got to be able to run the football, and we got to be able to successfully throw and catch the football.
Talk about the health of the team, particularly Buck Logan. I saw him out there today. What's the status of him and maybe some of the other guys?
Buck Logan had a sprained ankle in the last game. He has been improving as the week's gone on. He will be ready to play on Saturday. How much he plays, we don't know that yet. And then other than that, we're just banged up. We got some guys that are banged up and beat up, and it's kind of that time of the year where this is game 10, week 10, and we've got some guys beat up, but nobody. Well, the one injury that I will say that I was sad that this happened. Nick Cody, one of our reserve linebackers and a special teams player, hurt his ACL in the last game and will require surgery.
You mentioned that it's senior day. Obviously that's always an important day, but this year maybe even more so than others because of all the implications on the line. Just talk about your seniors. You've had them for 2 years, and what they've meant to the continued development of this program.
I can't say enough about our seniors. Our seniors have been awesome. They've made a huge commitment to this team. They've given great leadership. We got a great group of seniors, and I'm proud of them. I love what they've done. I love how they've bought in. I love how they've led this team.
There's a lot on the line on Saturday. Just talk about the importance of, it's the last chance maybe the last chance, we'll see, for the crowd to see this team. How important is it to have, support on Saturday and maybe a little bit more than you had last Saturday?
We would love to have as many Sycamore fans and anybody that loves college football, because this is going to be a great game. This is I mean, we've got really good players, and we're fun to watch. And then we're going up against a very good college football team with an excellent running back, one of the best in the country, and an excellent quarterback, and two tall. I didn't even mention them. They got 2 6'4" receivers that are really good. So this is going to be a classic football matchup, and it would mean a lot to have as many fans as possible.
All right, Mike, I appreciate it. Thank you.